Awesome. I'll give you guys a little bit of music too. So you can find that seat. Shrug your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Allow them to fall down your back. Close your eyes if that feels right. And just take a check-in with yourself. Notice how maybe your body is feeling, your energy level. Maybe even just check in, notice, does your mind feel super active today, or does it feel just like a little slow? And that's okay, without any judgment, of course. Breathe all the way in, just to notice. And breathe all the way out to soften. And if you would like, for our time together this morning, you might set an intention or just think of one word that you'd like to bring in a little bit more of through your time here on your mat. So think about on the inhale, you just bring in a little bit more of that. So maybe it's like courage, softening, patience, kindness to yourself. And then as you exhale again, can you find that ease and just land just as you are? Maybe that's sort of like your mantra throughout your movement today. Take a breath in. Breathe out. And sit up nice and tall. Sweep the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers overhead and flip the palms up. Look to your fingers. Feel the face, chin rise. And then exhale, release the arms down along your sides. Start to walk your right fingertips a little bit further over to the right onto the ground. And then reach the left arm up. So you're just leaning over to the right. So you can bend through the right elbow to let that happen. Maybe roll the left wrist both directions. And then inhale back up through center. You'll reach the right hand up and drop the left hand to the ground, inch it away from you, and then lean over. Maybe roll the right wrist. And then you'll rise back up. Take one more breath in to reach both hands high. Interlace the fingers, make one big fist this time. So you'll press the palms together overhead. And then take that forward right in front of you. Take a breath in to sit up nice and tall. And then think about leading with your knuckles, but round through your back. So almost like the back of your heart and your knuckles pull away from one another, and then drop your chin to your chest. Take a breath in, reach it back up and overhead, maybe even lift the heart a little higher and look up. And then exhale, release. You can move that pillow off to the side. Come to hands and knees for a moment. Your hands will land underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then find cat-cow-like movements just to warm up the spine a little more in a different shape. So inhaling to lift the heart, lift the tail, lift the chin. And then exhaling to find the opposite, rounding into cat. Take that about 2 to 3 times, but moving with your breath. Tuck your toes under. Keep pressing through your hands. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, but let it be full of ease. Soften the knees. Drop the head. Maybe even shake it yes. Shake it no. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. You can even separate the feet a little wider. Bend the knees more. Land in ragdoll. So get that stretch to the back of the legs, but then stretch in the hips here. So walk your hands over to the right a little more. And you can even bend your left knee more and almost lean away, or lean your hips away from your left fingertips. And walk your hands back through center, walk them over to the left, and bend your right knee. Send your hips over to the right. Maybe walk your right fingertips a little bit further. Bring your hands back through center, bend the knees even more to then slowly roll all the way up to standing. So keep finding that grounding through the feet as you flip the palms forward. Shrug the shoulders, breathe in. Open your mouth. Maybe let out a sigh. Sweep the arms out and up. You'll rise. Right hand to your left wrist. Now press down through the left foot and lean over to the right. So lots of lateral movement. You'll inhale back through center. And then switch. Press through your right foot, lean to the left. Like really use that assist with that pulling on your wrist here to create space. Inhale back up through center. Take a breath in, interlace your fingers and flip your palms up, look up. Your last time here in standing. And then exhale to fold. Softly bend the knees as you do. Take a halfway lift, hands to your shins, heart forward. And then walk your hands back to that downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward towards the top of your mat. Softly bend the knees, take a breath in. Open up the mouth. Rise up to your toe. Drop your knees back down, tabletop. Come right into cow, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhale, round through your back and drop your head. And come back to neutral. Send your right leg back, let it float first. And then tuck your toes onto the ground. Press back through your right heel, get that stretch in the calf. And then spin that heel down, reach the right arm up. Take a breath in. Reach right hand forward. Again, more stretch through the side body. Rise up, arms out like a T. And then you find length in the other side, gate pose. Drop the right hand down, reach the left hand high. And then slowly come back down. Find three-legged tabletop. So keep that right leg lifted. Bend through the knee, and I want you to just snug that knee behind the left. Take your feet out a little wider apart. And then see if you can pull your hips back. Think like child's pose, but it's that cross knee child's pose. So again, a little bit more space or sensation in the hips. Rock your way back forward. Send the right leg back just for a moment. And drop your right knee next to the left. One round of cat-cow to reset. Take a breath in, lift the heart. And then exhale, press into your hands, round your back, drop your head. And back to neutral. Now all on the other side. Send the left leg back first. Let it float. And tuck the toes onto the ground, press back through the heel. Spin that heel down, left arm will rise towards the sky first. And then reach it forward. Come all the way up. Left hand goes down, right arm will rise. Notice the length in between the ribs. And come back to that three-legged tabletop. That left leg is lifted behind you. And then bend the knees, snug it behind the right. Take the feet wide, pull the hips back, and then drop the head. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more round like that, maybe even coming back to your intention. Take in more of it. Find ease on your exhale. Rock the weight back forward, send the left leg behind you, and drop the left knee down. One last cat-cow here, lifting the heart. Breathe in. And press into your hands, round your back. Drop your head. Then just shift forward to plank, but you can stay on your knees, of course, and lower all the way down to your belly. And taking your hands out a little wider, tent them, lift the heart. Find wide cobra on the inhale. And then exhale to lower down. Keeping the legs active to find freedom in the chest. One more time. Rise up, breathe in. Maybe even open up your mouth as you empty and you lower. And take a moment to stack your hands one on top of the other and let your forehead land right on top of that space. And you can stay in stillness here if this feels really good. Or bend the knees and just windshield wiper the legs side to side. So staying nice and close to the ground. Release your legs to the ground if they were moving. In this moment of pause, take a breath in. Long breath out. And just start to bring your hands underneath your shoulders for a moment. I want you to just roll onto your back. So it doesn't have to be super fancy how you get there. Take any props or anything you need to set yourself up. And take your arms down along your sides. Once you're on your back, bend your knees. Plant your feet. And then just one bridge pose. I want you to lift your seat up. If you want to slide a pillow underneath or a block for supported bridge, awesome, take that. Gaze straight up towards the ceiling just for one more breath in. And then exhale to slowly lower down. And then just for a moment, heel toe your feet a little wider. I want you to feel internal rotation of the thighs as you knock your knees together. And then slowly start to come back to like that same setup like you were setting up for bridge. I want you to hug your right knee towards your chest. Squeeze it in. And then find a figure 4-like shape. So cross your right ankle, like right onto that space right below your left knee. And take your right hand for a moment. I want you to find your right inner thigh and imagine you're just pressing it slightly forward or away from you. Now that might be like enough sensation. You're like, okay, this is external rotation in my right hip. I'm going to keep it. Or if you want, reclined pigeon, start to bring that left knee towards your chest and thread your hands through, grab behind your left leg. See if you can really make that right foot active. Stay here if it feels even different or better. Or more of a stretch, you can even just straighten your left leg and roll the left ankle in both directions. And start to bend that left knee. I want you to keep that structure the same in the legs, but take the arms out like a T, one on either side of you. Drop the left foot down to the ground where you started. And then the sole of your right foot, drop it over to the left of your mat. So this is your little twist, your supine twist. Look to your right fingertips if you wish. Maybe even close the eyes. You're here for a breath in Breath out. And slowly come back through center. Unravel the legs. And you'll bring your left knee in. Hug it in first. And then cross it. That figure four. Left hand to your inner thigh. Press it away from you. Stay or drive that right knee closer towards your chest. Threading the hands. Feel the back of the head stay on the ground. If you want to straighten that right leg, you can. And then roll the right ankle in both directions. Bend through the right knee. Let that foot plant on the ground. Release the arms out like a T. And then it's your twist in the other direction. So the foot can drop over to the right. Look over to the left. And big inhale. Long exhale. And then it's back up through center. Unravel the legs. This time, hug both knees towards your armpit. Stay here. Or if you want full happy baby pose, grab for the soles of your feet. And if you want a little rock side to side, that can feel good as well. Maybe straighten one leg out and then the other. Hug your knees into your chest. One last squeeze here, maybe even forehead draws up towards your knees. And then release it all. Let your legs go long, arms go long, palms can flip up to encourage the chest to open. The eyes soften, the jaw softens. The fingers and toes soften and release. Take one breath in right here, your biggest one yet. Maybe even slightly hold it at the top. And then let it all go. Again, take a breath in. Open up your mouth. And with intention, just start to find slow, subtle movements in fingers and toes. Maybe again, roll the wrists, roll the ankles, rock your head side to side. So nice. And start to bend your knees. Roll to the side of your choice, and with little to no effort, just press yourself up to find a seat. Once you're there, sit up nice and tall. Maybe again, shrug the shoulders as you breathe in. Feel the chest open as they fall down your back. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Slightly bow your chin towards that space. Come back to that intention or word that you set for yourself. Maybe you choose to keep that intention for the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Or maybe your intention or what you need changes from moment to moment, day to day, of course. But just remembering to take just even a moment to pause and notice what it is you might need a little bit more of. And then just take a breath in and breathe out. If it feels right, take your thumb tips to the center of your forehead, maybe even lift your chin, lift your face. Being kind to yourself first, so then you can share that kindness with others. Namaste.